Hello, good morning. Welcome to Pilates. Happy Friday. Made it to the weekend. Let's start with rolling our shoulders up to our ears and down our backs. One more time like that. And a nice long spine and lifted chest. Let's inhale those arms up. And then grab one of your hands with your wrist and we'll take a side stretch over. And breathing here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Taking those arms down and back up. Other side. Grab your wrist with your hand and then gently pulling over. Good, and let those arms go. Take a moment to concentrate on engaging the lower core here, belly button to spine, and we'll take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more in and out. We'll come into our roll downs. Inhale. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Let the shoulders drop forward, keeping a long neck. We're exhaling as we're rolling down to the floor. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, belly button to spine, rolling up, hanging that head nice and tall. Inhale and exhale, roll it back down. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale up. 2 more just like that. Warming up through the spine, the back of the legs. And feeling the engagement of our abdominals. Last one, inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Exhale, roll up. Good, inhale, lift those arms. And exhale, open. One more inhale. As you exhale, step those feet out nice and wide. Toes are pointing out, and we're going to come into a deep squat here. Keeping our shoulders stacked right on top of our hips so we're not leaning forward. We're going to lift one heel off the floor and taking small lifts and lowers of those hips. 3, 4, 5. Keep those abs engaged. 6, 7, 8. Heel down, switch to the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel down, hold it there, and we're going to reach those arms up. Palms are facing in towards each other. Back to that first heel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. 8, 7. Make sure you're still breathing. And those low abs are still turned on. Good, heels down. Arms out to a T, palms to the sky. First heel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel down. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take those hands in front of you. Palms are to the sky. Touch those pinkies together. Hold it right there. Deep breath in and out. 2 more breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Stretch everything up. Exhale. Lower those arms. Heel toe those feet in. If you're not at the back of your mat, go ahead and adjust yourself. Inhale. Lift those arms up. Exhale. Rolling down, starting with the tips of our fingers. Exhaling down. Inhale, and then as you exhale, rock out to plank pose. Holding here to engage our abs. Just scooping the belly in towards the spine. I'm going to go ahead and bend those knees, but don't let the knees touch the floor. And again, holding here for 3 breaths. Concentration in the core. And then straighten the legs. 3 breaths. And the legs for 3 breaths. Good, stretching up to plank pose, and then lift the hips to downward facing dog. Take a moment to walk out those feet. Pedaling the heels one at a time down to the ground. Then find some stillness. Press the heels down. Tailbone to the sky. Low belly scooped in. Lift the heels, rolling back into plank pose. Down to our forearms. Palms can be flat on the floor. You can clasp them together. Trying to keep a nice straight spine here, not letting our hips lift too high or drop too low. Holding. Same thing as before. Go ahead and bend those knees. Hold it there. Straight legs and hold. Bend the knees and hold. Good. Take the knees to the floor. Rock the hips back into the wide leg child's pose. Stretch those fingers forward, finding some length in the back. Rolling up to tabletop position. Taking opposite arm and leg out. Everything is aligned, toe tips to fingertips. Engage that center. Inhale. And as you exhale, elbow to knee. Deep, long breaths. Inhale out. And exhale, scoop the belly. Inhale out. See if you can start this movement with belly button to spine. One more. Good. Take that hand to the floor. Tuck the toes. Lift the knee. And then we're dropping that other knee down and up and down and up. 3 and 4. 4 more. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Good. Stretch that leg all the way up to the sky behind you. Bend the leg. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Inhale, stretch it to the sky. Exhale, lowering back to the floor. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, knees gently to the ground. Other side. Stretching fingertips to toe tips. Strong out of that shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. And then exhale in. Inhale out. Again, see if we can start this movement thinking scoop the belly. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And down. Tuck those toes. Lifting up. And up. And down. Tap that knee. Inhale. And exhale. 3. And 4. 5. And 6. And 7. Last one. 8. Then lifting everything up, stretching that leg to the sky as high as it can go. And go ahead and bend that knee. Shake out the leg if that feels good. Inhale, toe to the sky. Exhale to our downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling the spine to plank pose. Exhale, bending those knees. Taking our front leg back and in, and again. Back and in. And back and in. And back and in. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Switch sides. Strong in those shoulders. And 2. And 3. And 4. 5. Try to keep that other knee as close to the ground as possible. I notice mine's really coming up because that leg is fatigued. Good, drop it down, wide legs. Press the hips back to child pose. And then let's transition into melting heart pose or puppy dog pose. So keeping the hips stacked right on top of the knees. Stretch the hands out. Give ourselves deeper stretch in our shoulders. One more breath. Okay, and let's just transition to a seated position. Legs straight out in front of us. We're going to go ahead and point the feet. Push the arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reaching forward with a flat back. Holding it there. Now contract the spine, curving. Feeling that opposite position. Fingers pulling forward away from you. Stomach scooping back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, rolling down to the floor with control. One vertebrae at a time. As we inhale, lift those arms above our head. Our ribs stay knitted together. Inhale. And you exhale, peeling off the ground. Keep that scoop in the belly and feel that opposite position pull. Inhale, exhale, rolling back. Slow and controlled. One little inch at a time. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, peeling back up. Good, curving the back. And then coming up to a flat back position. Flexing the feet. Inhale. Belly button to spine. Rolling it back down. Stopping about halfway. And then cross those arms. Twisting and twisting. 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center, hold. Exhale, roll back a little further. Maybe this time you can tap your elbow to the ground. 2, 3, 4. Keep those legs engaged. 5, 6, 7, 8, and faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands forward, inhale. And exhale gently to the ground. Good. So deep inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to tuck our legs to tabletop position. Hands by our sides. Inhale, exhale, head and chest lifting off the ground. Extending one leg out. And in. Other leg out. And in. So this whole time, keeping that low back glued to the ground. And trying to keep our belly button pressing down into our spine. Out and in. Last set. Out and in and out and in. Good. Stretch those legs up. Leg down and up. Down. Exhale up. And lift. Inhale and exhale. 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Lowering our legs. 8 counts all the way to the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, reaching those arms up as we rest our head down. Exhale, we're going to be peeling back up to our seated position. Find that flat back. And flex the feet. Inhale. Exhale, belly button to spine, finding that contraction through the center. Cross those arms over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and center. Inhale. Exhale a little further back. Try to tap that elbow. 2, 3. Breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, and faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms reaching forward. Inhale. Exhale, roll down with control. Arms reaching up. Ribs are in. Inhale. And as we exhale, coming to that tabletop position. Glue that back to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, head and chest lifting. Leg out. And in. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. A good place to focus is right mid-thigh. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last ones. Legs to the sky. Here we go. And down. And up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more sets. Down and up. Is that belly button pressing down to the floor? And is your low back still connected to the ground? Good. Lowering just the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down. Unfurl those arms above the head. Deep inhale. And exhale, peeling off the floor. Reaching it forward. Then finding our flat back. Good, flex those feet. Inhale. And exhale, contracting. We're going to roll all the way back this time. Don't collapse. Control. Inhale, lift those arms. Okay, we're going to come into single leg stretch. So keeping that low back imprinted to the ground while we do this. So take those legs up to tabletop position. Press the belly button into the spine. One leg into our chest. The other leg is straight. And then just lift off the floor. We have exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Keep that concentration. Focus those eyes. Keep it going. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Last four. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Legs into the chest. Rest the head down. Now coming into double leg stretch. Find that tabletop position with the legs. Strong core. Lifting up. And then stretching arms and legs away from each other. Exhale in. Inhale out. And exhale in. Inhale open. And exhale in. Inhale open. And exhale in. Just go ahead. Hands behind the head. Lower that back down. Both legs out. And in. And again. Out. And in. Imprint that spine. And in. And out. And in. Take it out and hold. Ribs in. One leg down. And up. Other leg down. And up. Down. And up. And down. And up. 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, legs to the sky. Breathing here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Coming back into our double leg stretch. So go ahead and bend those legs to tabletop. Hands reaching on the side. Inhale. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hands behind the head. And take that head down. Right leg out. And in. Left leg out. And in. While we're lying here, checking with your rib cage. See that's not flared out. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Both legs out. Leg down and up. Leg down and up. Down and up. Is that low back still glued to the floor? Last ones. Legs to the sky. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. And we're coming into scissors. One leg down, one leg into our chest. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, switch. Keep that belly nice and strong. Good, legs to the sky. Reaching those hands up higher up the legs. A little bit higher. And resting those arms out to a T. Tuck the legs in. Rocking both knees to one side. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. Other side. Exhale up. Inhale down. Start that exhale with belly button scooping into the spine. Inhale down. Exhale up. Straight legs. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. When you exhale at the top, imprint the spine. Inhale down. And exhale up. Another set of scissors. Drop that leg down. Here we go. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Really see if you can pull that leg closer to you on your second breath out. Or more. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Legs to the sky. Take those hands higher. A little higher. And gently, slowly exhale, arms out to a T. Tabletop those legs. Trying to keep the knees in line with the hips. Inhale to one side. Exhale, belly button in. Inhale down. And exhale up. Try to keep all the weight off of those arms as you can. Trying to use our abs to raise our legs and not pressing off the ground with our hands. Straight legs. Inhale one side. And exhale up. Inhale other side. And exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Okay, so keeping those legs to the sky, take your hands behind your head. Rest the head down. Check in with those ribs, your belly button, and your spine. Coming into a big circle with our legs. So dropping it down to one side, and then forward, imprint the spine. Other side, and up. Other way, side. Drop it down, imprint the spine, the side, and up. Good, now coming up onto our elbows, same thing. Lift that chest, drop it one side, and down, and other side, and up. Make the biggest circle that you can, and down, and side, and up. Now coming up onto our hands. Again, try to lift up that chest, take your arms wide, and side, and front, and side, and up. Other way, side, and front, and side, and up. Bonus round here. To the side, and front. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Other way. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to take those legs flat to the floor. Transitioning over onto our side. Good. We're up on that elbow. Legs are bent. Take this hand behind our head and we're going to lift our knees and our upper body off the floor. 2, 3, and 4. Tummy in. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Arm down. Legs straight. Same thing. Up and down. 2 and 3. I kind of feel like a mermaid. 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Hold it up. Hold, hold, hold. Small pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lifting up onto our hand, arm behind our head again. We're going to drop down to our elbow so our legs are bent. And then we're going to come up and down and up and down and up. See if everything can get a little closer together. Down and up and down and up. 4 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hold it there. Stretch out that arm. Stretch out those legs. Hold and relax. Okay, go ahead and make your way to the other side. We're up on our elbow. Legs are bent. Hand behind your head. Lifting just those legs up. Working into our obliques. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Inhale. Exhale. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Stretch your arm. Legs up and down. And down. And up. And down. Lift up out of the elbow so we have a nice lifted chest. And up. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hold. Tummy in. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those legs. Hand behind you. Lifting everything up onto our hand. Legs lift and up and down and up and down. I'm finding this side a lot harder. And down, up and down. 4 more. 4 and 3. Tummy's in. 2 and 1. Good. Stretch the arm out. Stretch the legs out. And rest. Good. Roll onto your stomach. Stretching the arms and legs out away from us. And coming into swimmer, so lift everything up. Then flutter those arms and legs at a quick pace. Engage the abs by lifting them off the ground. Like your stomach is lying on a block of ice. Really try to stretch behind the knees behind the elbows. And breathe. Engage those abs. One more breath. And exhale, lower. Good, hands underneath the shoulders. And we're gonna come into 4 tricep push-ups. So lifting up into your plank pose. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. 3 and 4. Lower yourself to the ground. Stretch the arms and legs out. Coming into a numbing set of swimmers. Take a resting breath. And then lifting up and fluttering the arms and legs. Stretch the feet. Squeezing the glutes. Trying to sustain a long neck while we're doing this. Last one, breath in. And exhale. Good, hands under the shoulders again. We have another set more tricep push-ups. Press up to your plank. Here we go. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And rest it down onto your stomach. Gonna come in onto your side. Rest your head up onto your hand, and we'll take our feet out to the edge of our mat. So we're doing our forward and back kicks. So flex that foot, forward, forward, point, and bring it back. Flex, flex, and point. Exhale, exhale, and inhale. Keep it going. And while we're doing this, keeping that connection with our low abs into the back. And keeping a long neck and spine. One more. Good. Right on top, and find small circles with a pointed foot. Check in with that chest. Is it nice and lifted? Tummy in. Okay, make those circles a little bigger. We're still going the same way. Stabilize that center so you can isolate that leg movement. And a larger circle, but keep that knee pointing right in front of you. Check in with the abs. Okay, go ahead and reverse that circle. We're at large circles, reverse. Trying to keep those hips stacked right on top of each other. And into medium circles. Take those nice deep breaths. Check in with your tummy. And small circles. I think my medium circles got kind of small. Good, and finishing with 8 leg lifts with the flexed foot. 8 and 7, 6, 5, long in the neck. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good. Head out that hip. We'll place that foot right on the floor in front of us, so you can always drop that knee down, getting a little bit of a stretch here before we come into our inner thigh. So flex that bottom foot and lift it up, up, and down, up, up, and down, and down, up, up, down. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Keep it going. We have 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. Tummy in. 2. Last one. And down. All right. Let's just go flip around to the other side. Nice and long through the upper body. Take those feet up to the front corner of your mat. Come into our front and back kicks. We go exhale, exhale. Point, inhale back. Exhale, exhale. Inhale back. And exhale, exhale, and inhale. Check in with your center. Still nice and strong. Good, that's our last one. Leg on top and pointed, small circles, one direction. Lengthen out through the neck and the spine. Trying to prevent any rocking and rolling happening with the rest of our body. Okay, into medium-sized circles. My bottom foot is flexed, that top foot is pointing, foot is stretched. And into large circles. But again, keep that knee pointing straight in front of you. So we're not turning out the leg at all, we're keeping a parallel leg. And here we go into reverse, large circles. Medium circles. Nice deep breaths. And small circles. You can breathe with the movement that you're doing, or take longer breaths. So that's our last one. Flex the foot and 8 lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Give that hip a little massage there. And coming into our inner thigh work, plant that foot down, open that knee up for a second, just stretch the hip out. And then lifting up, up, down, up, up, down. Exhale, exhale, lower. Try to make both those lifts as high as you can. So if the first one's as high as you can, then you can go a little higher. Keep it going. Breathe, breathe, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. The last 8, 8, and 7, and 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest that down. And coming onto your tummy. Our last bit of leg work here. So knees out about the width of your mat. Toes together and pointed. And we're just going to try to lift those knees as high as we can off the ground. Go ahead and rest your head down. Make sure that we're using these glute muscles to lift and not our back. So by doing that, we really have to engage the core. Lifting up and down. Inhale and exhale. Up and down. Inhale, exhale. Up and down. Squeeze those glutes. 8, 7, stomach nice and strong. 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Relax those legs. Let's shake out the hips. All right. I'm excited that we're done with the hard part of class right now. Now it's time for some stretching. Okay, let's come into pigeon pose. So taking one leg forward. We want to point both of our hips down to the floor as much as we can. You're in charge of how much of a stretch you get here. So with a bit less flexibility in the hips, bring that heel into you. With more flexibility in the hips, you can bring that foot out away from you. All the way up so that it's in line with your knee. Keep this foot flexed. It feels good for you to walk it forward and lay down over that leg. Okay? Keep going with those nice deep breaths here while we're stretching. Good, and then you can go ahead and press up and just bend that back leg. Walk your hands back behind you. And then let those elbows rest down. Get a bit of a stretch in our quad. Good, and then walking it around. We're just going to rotate over into pigeon on our other leg. So again, both hips facing the floor there. You're in charge of how much of a stretch you're getting. And hang out wherever you want to. Trying to keep that back knee pointed towards the floor. 5 breaths resting here. Good, and coming up, bending the back leg, walking your hands behind you, and we'll rest down on the elbows. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good, and then coming up, come into a butterfly, stretch out those inner thighs, soles of the feet together, lift up to a flat back, and first we'll hinge forward at the waist. Press the shoulder blades down the back, and extend the head. Long from the top of the head into the tailbone. Inhale, and then exhale, roll through that back, and you can curve the spine. Good. Bring it back up. And then we're going to come in just to a spinal twist. So left leg on the floor, right leg on top. Hug that leg in, find some length through your spine, and then twist towards that leg. Keep both hips on the ground and make your back as straight as you can. And then find a little more rotation. Bringing out the spine. Where you can always tuck that elbow around the knee. Then my right leg is on the bottom, my left leg's on top. Both hips down, and lengthen the spine. And then slowly twisting, keeping the length. Not sitting into that tailbone. Lifting the top of the head away from the floor. On your exhales, maybe finding a little bit more of a twist. Good, and letting that go. Coming onto both feet. And then taking our feet up to about mat width with our toes, heels are in. Drop the hips down, and we're coming into a little squat. Open up those knees by pressing with your elbows. If you find this difficult, you can widen the legs more. You can always stick something under the heels. Stretch. Good, relax those hands down and take the hips up to the sky. Find your feet right underneath your hips, toes pointing straight in front of you. And walk those hands over to the right foot. Keeping both feet firmly planted to the floor. And then go ahead and bend that right leg. Feeling that stretch in our side body. I feel it all the way from that left ankle into my left ribs. Straighten both legs, come to center, and walk the hands over to the left. And then bending the left leg. Good. Straighten your legs and coming back to center. And then stepping that right leg out into a lunge. One hand on either side of your leg. Find some length by pressing the knee nice and straight. And then gently lower that knee down. Taking the hands up to the thigh. And then pressing those shoulders down the back. And then place those hands down. Straightening both legs, hopping that back leg in so that our back heel is reaching the floor. Stretch over that front leg. Keeping both legs straight. Maybe your hands are all the way up here. That's fine. We just want to stretch the straight leg. Good, and then walking those hands across into a lunge. On our left leg, starting with that knee lifting off the ground, finding leg through the back leg. And then we'll drop the knee down. And then hands up above the knee there. Pressing your hips down into the floor. Lifting that chest to the ceiling. Shoulder blades down the back. Good, drop those hands down. Take the hips to the sky. Adjust your feet so that back heel reaches the floor. And then walking, so we're hanging over wide legs. Good, and then we're just going to drop into our middle splits here. So arches of the feet onto the ground, relax the hips down. Finishing up here. Nice deep breaths. Let every exhale relax you further down. Happy Friday. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. I'll see you back here on Monday.